There's the picture of me in my sailor outfit, and right next to it, Stay Puft from Ghostbusters. Do you see a difference? I sure as hell don't.
Hey guys, it is Lindsay, and I am back with my good friend
Greg Picklesheimer.
And we are back for Theater Talk, and today we are going to be talking about costumes. We're going to be talking about our favorite costumes and our not so great costumes. Maybe we didn't look good in it, or we just hated it. And the thing is you're supposed to always like your costume. You don't complain, and I never do. But like after the show is over, I have every right to be like, oh my god, I loved that, or oh my god, I hate it.
These pants are really, really uncomfortable.
Yeah, or worse. So we decided to put a list together of our favorites and our least favorites, and we have 3 good and 4 bad, and we are going to start with good. So we are going to start with our number 3, because number 1 is going to be both our worst and our best. So our third most favorite outfit, what is yours?
I think mine would be the Old Joe costume for Christmas Carol 2011, because it was just very simple, but it's one of those examples of a costume that really helps you get into character, and it's just that ratty outfit, and it just...
Costumes really make it come in, just like when you put the makeup on and you do the hair, it's the same thing. It just makes it come to life.
And it just helps you create the character even more, and just the voice comes out.
I like the scuzzy characters, they're fun.
Okay.
Don't you think so?
I would agree. I definitely
fun.
agree. What about you?
Well, hopefully, and if there is a picture, we're going to insert it here. So, I am going to now talk about my third favorite, and it is from Beauty and the Beast. And I do have a picture of it, so I will insert it here. And I was a plate. I don't think if it had been any other costume I would have cared, but there was just something, I felt like a showgirl. Like the plate was ginormous. So here I was a plate in 2 of the songs, and that was just fun. It was cool. It was fun to take pictures and stuff. I felt like a showgirl. I had like sequency stuff on. I mean, it was just fun. So that one was a good one. So what is your number 2 next most favorite?
It would be the golf outfit for Barry Klimper in Boys Next Door, because I like that, you know, the costume really shows his personality, because he's so obsessed with golf. So it's fitting by the costume designer that he be wearing anything golf, like golf outfits and whatnot, golf shoes. It really is the exclamation point of the character.
Of the character, of course. My number 2 most favorite is definitely Cabaret, because I got to wear lingerie the entire time. I had a couple quick changes just with hose. So I was basically I was not in the same hair. I did have to change my hair a couple times, maybe even 3. But that was not easy, because I had even much longer hair then than I do right now. But it was fun. I mean, who says they get to do a whole show in lingerie? I mean, it was just, you didn't get too hot, you know? And I will put a picture here, because I have 1 or 2. I have many, actually. But that is the costume, and I loved it. I loved it, loved it, loved it. It was just so comfortable, and that show was everything. It really was. What is your number 1? Drum roll. I don't even know what I'm doing.
All of my costumes in Chicago. 1, because it just made me look so snazzy, but it also made me look thin. Because even back then, I'm a big old round sumo boy, but it just made me look so...
Do we have a photo of this?
We have a few.
Okay, well then we're gonna put some pictures in here.
I just loved it so much. Even the reporter outfit, the tailor, it was just so much fun. And just, you know, it was probably the most fun I've enjoyed with costumes. On to your number 1.
Alright, my most favorite. Apparently this is a drum roll.
Insert drum effect.
You know what? Maybe there is one. I don't know. We'll see. So my big one is definitely Glinda from Wizard of Oz. I mean, you have this beautiful pink iconic dress on, this huge crown, this awesome star you're carrying around, and you're in all this beautiful makeup. I had on this gorgeous dress with these 2 huge crinoline underneath, and I have got pictures galore of this, so I will put them here. I loved it because it was just so feminine, and 90% plus of the shows I've done, I have not got to wear pretty or girly or extravagant costumes as much as I would like to, and that one is just easily, hands down, the favorite. I mean, 2 giant crinoline and you're walking around. I mean, the kids were so excited when they saw me. It was just awesome. Everything about being in that character made me feel happy. So, Linda it was. Now, we're going to move on to our worst. We have 4 of these. So we're going to start with our 4th, which is, you know, number 1 is going to be our worst. 4 is going to be our least of the 4. So you start with your number 4.
My number 4 is Sound of Music, Baron Everfield. But the reason this is number 4 is mostly because I understand that it was just it was due to last minute, sponsored by coffee.
It's not, but I wish Tim Hortons sponsored me because it would be wonderful.
Okay, and just to make a long story short, I got upgraded to Baron Everfield after there was a dropout from one of the actors, so people got moved up. So I got upgraded from no lines to 2 lines. And there was one big problem. The outfit that was for Baron Everfield was 2 sizes too small. So I went to the director, and they said, improvise. So I just took what I was originally going to wear and put the sash over it, and there we go.
Do we have pictures?
Oh, Baron Everfield?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, then we'll put that here too. Number 4 for me is Nosferatu. One of the costumes was actually okay. It was kind of like the whole ragged out look like you just talked about, like with Old Joe. That was kind of the look they had me in most of the show. But at one point I was a siren, and they had us in this god-awful, see-through-ish, pink, gaudy, but thin, like, robe or dress thing. And I have a picture of this terrible thing right here. Oh my god, like, and this is like number 4, so you have to know that the others are gonna get really bad. I mean, I don't even need to say anything else. It was just
look at the picture.
It was just not good. It wasn't horrible, but it wasn't good. It wasn't even close to good. It was it wasn't laughable. I was able to take it serious, but seeing pictures, it just looks silly. All that pink, and this is like, you know, Nosferatu the vampire. I don't know. And I was supposed to be a vampirist during that scene, and they wouldn't give me teeth. I don't know. It was weird. It was awkward. It was just awkward. So what is your number 3?
My number 3 would be the sailor outfit from Cabaret. And as you can see in the picture, I look like the Stay Puft Marshmallow Man.
And I will put that here.
Yeah, now...
This picture makes me laugh.
You'll see why. You'll see why.
No, they just saw it.
just, there's the picture of me in my sailor outfit, and right next to it, Stay Puft from Ghostbusters. Do you see a difference? I sure as hell don't.
Oh my god, it's just too much. I can't.
The pictures and just speak for themselves. Moving on.
So funny. It's so funny. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. My number 3 was from Chicago. I was Matron Mama Morton, and I was supposed to have this matronly, like, I didn't have a belt, and I'll put a picture here. I didn't even have a keychain with keys on it, and I'm pretty sure that, like, that person that dressed me didn't like me at all, first of all. Obviously, you saw this horrible, terrible gray dress the fact that it looked nothing like a matron in a jail was ridiculous. It wasn't that it was even, it's not even that it was unflattering, but it sure wasn't flattering though. Like it was just, I had no props. They gave me, and that's not really the prop person's fault. I remember having that conversation with her or something, but that one was not good. I mean, I felt like everybody else had all these really cool costumes, and I was once again stuck with the ugly dress.
My number 2 would be my costume in Nosferatu. Mostly due to the fact that I was wearing layers upon layers of wool.
Yeah,
there's like 5 layers
makes me
of
hot
costume.
thinking about it.
Yeah, to make things worse, throughout the rehearsals and almost to showtime, the heater was on full blast at the facility.
Oh no. Oh no.
Yeah.
That's never good.
And 5 layers of wool, plus a lot of heat blasting from the. You get my point.
Stage is already hot because you got all these stage lights above you,
and
so
that
it's
just
already
adds more
warm.
to it.
And it's just I can't imagine wearing layers and layers of wool. No, thank you.
People were passing out.
That's not good.
I passed out once, and there was a couple other people that were passing out, and even the costume designer passed out.
That did happen. This is a true story.
Yeah, and just to tell you how hot it was, we had a cooler full of
ice
and water bottles, and it just
tons of ice. I mean, I would just go backstage and chew ice, and then we're all in these like layered clothes, and it was fall, so it was cold outside, so they've got the heat jacked up, and here we are in all these layers because we're supposed to be outside where it's cold, so we're bundled up, and instead we're all burning up. So I'm hoping that now I can show you the picture right here of what he's talking about.
Okay, let's move on because I'm having flashbacks.
Okay, my number 2 is from Copacabana. I was Gladys. Was her last name Murphy? Am I crazy? Did I just make that up?
I know her name was Glass, but I can't remember.
Is there a famous person named Glass Murphy?
I can't remember the last name of the character because it's been
Anyway,
so long.
I was Gladys. And it was such a fun show, but God, I had the ugliest costumes in that show. I had this cocktail, like, party dress, and it matched one of the other girls. The fit on it was so off. I, once again, was much heavier then, too, than I am now. Just like in all the bad ones, I was much heavier in all the bad ones. And it's funny, because all the good ones, I'm much smaller. So you can tell what was the difference going on. I had on this, I don't even know what freaking color it was. It was like a purpley, lavendery pink with like this black stuff, and it didn't fit right anywhere. It didn't hang correctly. The girl that wore the other dress, it did the same thing to her. It just made us look horrible. And every time, and the picture is bad. It's not good, and like almost embarrassing. I mean, it was just like all over. Just, I'm gonna have to purposely find one of the pictures where it's just completely disheveled, and you'll see what the heck's going on. Yeah, that costume, just, no. You saw it, just, no. Alright, number 1. Number 1, this is how we do a drum roll.
Duh. My number 1 is my funeral outfit for Wuthering Heights.
Do you have one of those? Let's just show them right here.
Yeah. Long story short, it's just like every time we were doing rehearsals, the costume designer kept adding onto my outfit. She just kept adding and adding to the point where I had a 9-buttoned vest. And here's the problem. I had to get all of this stuff on less than a minute. It could work if you had people to help quick change it. But when you're doing it by yourself, it isn't going to work, because every time I came out on stage, the button was never fully buttoned. It just didn't work. It was just a stress fest, and it was just like, she should have just simplified it more.
Okay. Number 1 for me. Drum roll.
It's a sound effect.
I don't know. So for me, my number 1 is also Copacabana. I had this dress that was like brown and frilly and thin and flowery, and it is the ugliest thing I think I've ever worn in my entire life. And I'm gonna put a picture of that right here so you can see what I'm talking about. I can't. It's so bad.
Bear with her.
Oh my god, it's so bad, like you don't understand. The picture, like, even if I have to find another picture just to make it, like, to prove that it's the ugliest dress and fit me completely unflattering again, I was heavier then, obviously, so it didn't look good. It looked horrible, and it looked really bad on me. I don't even need to say anything else. Just look at the picture again. It's terrible. The only good thing about it was that it was thin, so that I didn't sweat like crazy, because I sweat on stage. Like, my face, that's like the only place though, I just sweat on my face. It's weird. I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. We are going to head out, but before we do, we would really appreciate it if you would subscribe.
Hit the red rectangle with the big white letter words subscribe. Just hit it, hit it, hit it.
And the thumbs up.
That too.
We would appreciate it. And if you can also remember to hit that alert bell, then you will know when I make my YouTube posts. So we will talk at you later. Bye.
All right, bye.